The kids signed and sent their letters to Santa weeks ago. Wish lists are perfectly planned and picked out, but for us moms, it's a little different. What we truly want can't be wrapped in paper or tucked under a tree. Our Christmas list doesn't come with a price tag or gift receipts. Instead, we want happy families and hearts that feel calm and complete. So we're calling in a little help to make your Christmas wishes come true. Instead of writing to Santa, we've got someone even better. I'm with our friend, author and speaker, Connie Sokol. Looks like the magical mailbox sent you the word joy.
Yes.
How fun is that?
That was so fun.
I love that. And it sounds like joy has kind of shifted over the years for you.
Yes, I feel like sometimes we chase joy, and I found for myself that I just am more experiencing joy. I'm like letting it linger longer, and I'm not just racing to the next thing. Joy is here. Joy is now.
Yeah, and you're saying too that we need to actually put forth some effort as we're trying to find it, like go seek it.
Yes,
right?
We've got to seek it and then see the moments when they're there. When we were talking about joy, I went back and just grabbed some pictures of random, moments from the year, and they were so varied. I had this mom's only weekend, and we were just laughing and connecting, and then being soaked at Niagara Falls, and then finding the perfect bakery in New York with my daughter, and then bike rides in the summer nights with my son, and listening to him play the French horn. Like, they were so varied, but even looking at them was so funny. I was sitting out there and they were showing a couple of pictures, and I just felt, that joy again. It's just so good.
I love that. All right.
Yeah.
So as we're seeking those joyful moments, you've got some examples for us.
I just experienced this recently. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, we call it the tale of the kitchen table. So a kitchen table for our family, it really matters. After the divorce, my family decided we wanted to get a new kitchen table. So we went together and we found it. Big, huge magnolia thing, and they loved it. In fact, so much that when we got evacuated for the fire in 2018, that was the one thing they wanted to strap to the car. So fast forward, I downsized this year, moved, and couldn't take the kitchen table, too big. So we said, let's get a new kitchen table. And we intentionally scheduled it for the day before Thanksgiving so we could all go. Wednesday morning, we go to a rehab center. We're doing a special Christmas event thing, church service. Anyway, we get done, and one of the family members is so done and just wants to spend time together. And I'm like, people, production. I always say people first, not production, but I'm like, we're gonna sit and eat on trays, with trays on the couch. So I'm like, okay, people. And then the thought came, take my older daughter later at night when everyone's gone and go to IKEA, because we picked it at IKEA. And I was like, all right, let's do it. Well, right before we left, she tripped down the stairs, almost broke her toe, but sprained it really bad.
Oh, no.
And she's undaunted. She is my daughter. So she's like, we're going. So I'm wheeling her around in a wheelchair in IKEA. We get the table, we're loading it in. It's 8:30 at night, we're driving, we're like, we still need chairs. So we needed 4 chairs, certain color, low with armrests. We go to some home goods store that's still open, and we're like saying a prayer. We walk in, and I kid you not, there are the 4 perfect chairs.
Oh,
except 2 say display only. So we look at each other, we're like, oh, do we ask permission or do we beg forgiveness? And I was like, put them on the cart. So we get up to the cashier, and she rips off the tag and starts ringing them up. We're like, woo! So we get home 10 o'clock at night, and we have the table settings, the candlesticks, the silverware, everything's stuffed, and we lay on the couch, and we were so joyful. And I learned something so important. It was not the table.
Yeah.
It was the experience of getting the table. And sometimes I feel like we negate joy for convenience. I could have ordered a table and had it sent to my house, and it would have been beautiful. But it was still beautiful, and we still have that experience. And every time I look at that kitchen table, I feel joy. That was ours.
I love that. And when you're looking for it, actively seeking that joy, you are going to find it, because that's what your eye is focused on, right?
That's right, and it will keep giving you that gift because you sought it.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Now that table is so meaningful and has such a great story. I love that so much
It's
as well.
our family folklore now.
There you go. There you go. Now, I love the other idea that you brought to us too today is about sharing the joy. Give us an example about that.
Well, I say the more spontaneous, the better. My son and I have our special thing every Christmas. We do this thing of pay it forward. We go to a grocery store, and we love to look at the aisles or the express, and then I have my credit card ready, and then we watch for someone just about ready to check out, and then we slide it in. We just slide and we go, it's on us. Merry Christmas. Their expressions are priceless. I still remember this one woman looking at me, and the tears just started, and she said, single mom of 4. And I was like, I got you, sister. It was so sweet. So we love that. But I find sometimes people don't want to be spontaneous because they're like, well, they got lots of family stuff and whatever. Be spontaneous, do good, it's a good thing. When we had the Northern Lights a few months ago, a friend randomly called me 9:30 at night. I'm in my pajamas, my son just walked in from an activity. She's like, did you see him? I said, no, I haven't seen him. She's like, get in the car. So we're following this pin and we're driving her to get to this field and we're standing there and there's these random people and we're all ooh and ah and hugging and touch pointing.
Oh,
and
wow.
then we all just kind of left and did, our own lives. But we had this shared spontaneous joy. So if you feel it, like it says in Twisters, chase it. There
Chase
you go.
I love that. I love that. That can be our new theme.
There
okay.
you go.
Okay, perfect. Now this last one is all about choosing a greater joy.
Yes.
Explain that to me real
A
quick.
deeper joy and that lasting joy. I listened to a talk a couple of weeks ago and they said, Jesus is joy. And I went, I want to put that on a pillow.
Yeah.
Because there's over 2 billion people that will celebrate Christmas around the world. I think regardless of religious beliefs, we can all agree that the teachings of Jesus will bring joy, that his life brings joy. And as we practice that, we feel joy. A man just shared with me, he went home for Thanksgiving. He's a licensed marital therapist, right? And he said, as soon as I walk in that family door, all my licensure goes out the window. I go back into old sibling roles. And so apparently he offended someone the first day, but this person tends to get offended every year and then starts doing strategic things and blah, blah, blah. And he said, I'm not doing it this year. So that night he texted and said, you know what? I could have done that better. I own my part and let's have a wonderful time. And it shifted. It shifted the dance.
Wow.
And it doesn't always, but he gave the opportunity and it made that holiday different. And that's that lasting joy. We're changed by it.
Okay, I love learning from you always. And what's so neat too, the joy isn't ending here. It doesn't end here. You're hosting a whole Instagram discussion, right? An Instagram Live. Jesus is joy.
Yes.
How fun. Tell
How
me
do
about
we
that.
get that Jesus joy and we actually keep it and experience it, especially when we're having family gatherings, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Wednesday, 9 o'clock on my IG. It's an IG Live. Come on. We're going to share wonderful tips and tools.
Okay, and tell us your IG again. Your
Connie
Instagram.
Sokol.
Connie Sokol. All right, we'll link you over to Connie's page as well so you can get an easy connection point, find out more about the live as well. Connie, it's so great to learn from you. Love these stories. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, friend.